Hey, man, it finally happened. Shedeur got on the field. You watching the game, Chad, there's a lot of Shedeur Sanders fans. What did you think of his first outing?
Listen, all the talk and the narratives and the storylines and whatever you want to say, sooner or later that ball's about to snap. And that young man we watched at Colorado, who's one of the best football players in the nation, is now looking like one of the best football players in the nation at another level. That's what it was. I knew the collusion and all the stuff, like I said, you want to go through. You saw what Shedeur Sanders was capable of. We all knew what Shedeur Sanders was capable of, and he's gonna show that he should start there. Flacco's there, Kenny Pickett was hurt, that little itty-bitty boy from Oregon, whatever his name is.
Dylan Gabriel.
Gabriel, he's an itsy-bitsy spider. No. Shedeur Sanders is a ball player, fellas, and I love that he went out there. You can say what you want about that man. Sooner or later, that ball's about to snap in the middle of that field between that 100 and that 53, and we're gonna see what football is about, and Shedeur showed.
Yeah, no, Shedeur showed up. Well, in the words of Denny Green, he is who he thought he was. Yes. This is the same person we've seen the last 4 or 5 years, from Jackson State to Colorado, always poised. I'm not just talking about on the field, he's always poised off the field. The interviewers, the reporters, they try and rattle him. You get all this stuff in social media. He's always Shedeur Sanders, smiling, respectful, knowledgeable, and that's what you get. Deion did an amazing job of not only raising just a beautiful young man in all capacity, but even more so, a football player who will not flinch. Shedeur got out there after all those injuries you mentioned to go from 4th on the depth chart to starting in the first preseason game. It was said earlier in the week, it was a setup. Mm-hmm. I think it was a setup. It was a setup for an opportunity to succeed and excel, and Shedeur, he grasped it. He took full advantage of it, right? And he went out there, he made all us happy. We're gonna always continue to root for him, like I say, man. So 1 down, 20 more to go this year or whatever. So the work's just getting started, man, but the opportunity presented itself, and he stole it, and man, just gonna keep going.
Yeah, there's a difference in between being humble and being humbled. Like, the world tried to humble Shedeur Sanders, the drafters and the scouts and the evaluators, but he just used it to be humble in the way he went about work, the composure, the poise, and the way that he's handled his situation, being the 4th quarterback throughout this. He's not ruffled any feathers. He's shown that he could be a leader. He's shown that he understands he has to earn it. He's told Deion, hey, you gotta wait. And the people talking about whether or not this opportunity is a setup, they don't understand ball. There is no success without an opportunity. Mm-hmm. And there is no such thing as luck when they say preparation meets opportunity. But this man's been preparing for this moment his entire life. And think about the amount of Shedeur Sanders jerseys that have been sold. Think about the way people watch that game. Those are not Cleveland Browns fans. Those are Shedeur Sanders fans. And the owner, Jimmy Haslam, said, you know what? Andrew Berry made this pick. And if I'm Andrew Berry, I'm rubbing my hands like Birdman, right? Because we all knew who this man was. We all knew what he'd accomplished. We all knew what he was made of. And for him to go out there on a night that he wasn't supposed to be the starting quarterback, on a night where he hadn't gotten the reps with those people he'd be working with, and show out, showed exactly why he should have been drafted earlier. But this is what it is, man. Sometimes, man, you gotta have a setback for the get back to be historic. And I believe that's what Shedeur Sanders showed us in his first night under center as a Cleveland Brown.